It's story time. Today we're going to be reading Jacob's new dress. Jacob ran to join Emily in the dress up corner. Emily slid into a shiny yellow dress, while Jacob wiggled into a sparkly pink dress. They both reached for the crown, but Jacob got there first. "I'll be the princess," he said. Christopher frowned. "Jacob, why do you always wear the girl clothes? Put on some knight armor. That's what the boys wear." "Christopher, stop telling us what to do," said Emily. Miss Wilson heard the hubbub. "What's going on, kids?" "Jacob is wearing girl clothes," complained Christopher. "The dress up corner is where we come to use our imaginations," Miss Wilson said. "You can be a dinosaur, a princess, a farmer, anything. Christopher, what do you want to be?" "A boy," Christopher scowled. Miss Wilson smiled. "Jacob, you try. What new thing could you imagine being? A firefighter? A policeman?" "Miss Wilson," Jacob said proudly, "I'm the princess." "How was school today?" Mom asked, studying Jacob's face. "Fun?" "Christopher says boys can't wear dresses," said Jacob. "Can they?" "Of course they can." Mom hugged Jacob. "Why don't you get the dress you wore on Halloween and play in that?" Jacob pulled on his witch's dress and twirled. He loved the way the black lace swirled around him. "I want to wear my dress to school." Jacob's mom frowned. "I don't think so," she said. "That's for dress up at home. It would get dirty at school." "Then can I get a regular dress? A dress I can wear to school?" Mom was quiet. "Let me think about that," she said. Jacob wondered what to play next. Pirate, princess, bird. Heaping 3 towels onto the floor, Jacob made a nest. Then he wrapped another towel around himself for feathers. Snug and warm, he imagined what a school dress would look like. The next morning, Jacob stood on the stairs wrapped in a giant bath towel. "What are you wearing?" asked Mom. "It's like a dress, but I can get it dirty," said Jacob, pointing to the towel. "I made it." Dad frowned. "You can't go to school like that." "Put on some shorts and a shirt under that dress thing," Mom said, "and hurry. We're late for school." "I personally love his little towel dress thing. I think it's very cute. I like the little bow belt. I like the bangles, and I like the little bow on his arm. Someone might be a fashion designer when they grow up." "What's that?" demanded Christopher. Jacob moved closer to his mom. "Good morning, Christopher," said Jacob's mom. "Jacob's wearing something new he invented. Isn't it nice?" Christopher didn't answer. "I want to dress like that," cried Emily. "Where'd you get it?" "It's not a dress," said Jacob, glancing up at his mom. "It's a dress thing." Jacob saw Emily smile and grinned back. "I can make you one." "Aw, that's nice. What nice friends they're being to each other." The playground was full of laughter and running feet as the children played tag. Christopher sneaked up, yanked off Jacob's towel, and ran away whooping. "Christopher is mean," hissed Emily. Jacob watched Christopher wave the towel like a captured flag and started to cry. "That is not cool. We do not rip off the clothes of our friends or anybody in general. They don't even have to be our friends, whether it's a towel or hijab or anything they're wearing. That's not cool or okay to do that. I hope somebody talks to Christopher about his behavior because his behavior right now is not okay. He's making some very poor choices." "How was school today?" Mom asked. "Christopher stole my dress thing," said Jacob. The tears flooded back. Mom hugged Jacob. "I'm sorry. Christopher's not always a good friend." "Mom," whispered Jacob, "can you help me make a real dress?" Mom didn't answer. The longer she didn't answer, the less Jacob could breathe. Let's get the sewing machine, she said finally. Jacob felt the air refill his body. He grinned. Mom smiled back. There are all sorts of ways to be a boy, she said. Right? You know what? Mom is right. There's all sorts of ways to be a boy. There's all sorts of ways to be a girl. There's just all sorts of ways to be human. There's all sorts of ways to live. Maybe you don't feel like a boy or a girl. And that's okay. There are all sorts of ways to human. There is no one way to do anything in this life. Dad looked up from his book. Mom and I made a dress, said Jacob quietly. Dad studied the dress. Jacob started to get that I can't breathe feeling again. I can see you worked hard on that dress, said Dad. Are you sure you want to wear it to school? Jacob nodded. Dad nodded back and smiled. Well, it's not what I would wear, but you look great. And Jacob does look great. I love the purple and I love the little frills. Very beautiful, very fancy. Jacob skipped up the front walk to school. He found Emily inside and showed her his new dress. They found matching colors in their clothes and laughed. Purple and white. Do you want to play dress up? Asked Emily. No, monkey bars. Together they ran around the playground. Mom and I made this dress, Jacob said proudly at circle time. We used her sewing machine. That's wonderful, said Miss Wilson. Was the sewing machine hard to use? Why does Jacob wear dresses? Interrupted Christopher. Miss Wilson paused. I think Jacob wears what he's comfortable in, just like you do. Not very long ago, little girls couldn't wear pants. Can you imagine that? Christopher shook his head. I asked my dad, and he says boys don't wear dresses. Jacob rubbed the hem of his dress, looking at the little stitches he'd sewn himself. He could hear Miss Wilson and the other kids talking, but their words sounded far away. On the playground, Christopher yelled, Let's play tag! Boys versus girls! Jacob, you're on the girls' team. A bunch of kids laughed. Jacob felt the dress surrounding him, like armor. Soft, cottony, magic armor. Man, Christopher sure does need to learn how to mind his business, huh? It's not hurting anyone for Jacob to wear a dress. Mind your business, Christopher. Christopher, I made this dress. I'm proud of it, and I'm going to wear it. And you know what else? Jacob tagged Christopher. You're it. Jacob sprinted across the playground, his dress spreading out like wings. The end. Wow, I'm so proud of Jacob for being assertive and still being kind. He was like, hey, this is my dress. I made it. I love it. I'm proud of it. I feel good in it. I'm going to wear it. And hey, let's move on. Let's play together. And I really love that. Well done, Jacob. Well done, Jacob. My favorite part of that story was how happy and how free and how joyful Jacob felt in his dress. He looked beautiful, felt beautiful, and he felt so happy. It's important to be who you are and not to deny yourself the things that make you who you are, the things that make you feel comfortable, the things that bring you joy, and the things that just make you you, because you are amazing. You are wonderful. And what you choose to wear and how you choose to express yourself is as amazing and wonderful as you are. It's really a gift to all of those around you. So please keep that in mind. I'll see you next time. Thank you for sharing this story with me. Bye.